Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, you know what time it is. It is Wednesday night, 7 p.m. That's when the crazy hour begins. We got a wild and crazy show, but I'm not going to tell you anything yet because the first thing that we always want to know is where you're tuning in from. Are you coming from the great Porcupine Mountains way up and up north Michigan? Are you right on the Mackinac Bridge right now? Where are you at? Are you tasting wonderful food and the area of Traverse City? Where the heck are you tuning in today? Guys, we got an interesting show. Steve Kreitz, okay, Texas, you got to love that. The great state of Texas is going to be here. And our good friend Mike McLaughlin, you know that. But where are you tuning in from, ladies and gentlemen? Tell us what you got going on. You know, Dogbone Heights, is that where we're at? Dearborn Heights, Michigan, the wonderful area of Monroe, Pete's Garage, a place I love to eat all the time. Where are you tuning in from, ladies and gentlemen? Put it in the chat, please. Put it in the chat so we know how to gear the show. Eli says hi. Eli Komblieski, South Rockwood, Wyandotte, Michigan. Lisa from Emmy's Mission, our good friend. Christine Wojcinski, we know you're in Michigan, kiddo, but where? We know you're in Michigan, but where? Tell us where you're tuning in from. Pat Neese, the good neighbor. How in the heck are you, dear? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Tuning in from Dogbone Heights, rants and complains. Andrew, what's going on? How the heck are you? Good to see you, kiddo. Dearborn Heights in the house. We got all kinds of action. All right. So this is episode 163. All my exes. Just kidding. Let's talk about Texas. For those of you that know me, that they know that that is kind of a funny thing to say. All my exes is definitely an interesting topic, but for a different show. So we're going to talk about a couple things. As always, we'll have a little this or that. We will have our good friend Mike McLaughlin come on for Total Home Lending, but we are very lucky today to have from Houston, Texas, Debbie Donahue, a legend in Houston real estate. We're going to come to her shortly. But let's talk about a couple of things before we do. First, has spring sprung? Give me a yes or no in the chat. Has spring sprung? I mean, I'm not afraid to say it now. I was afraid for a few days to say had spring sprung because there was snow everywhere. But what do you think? In the chat, give me a yes or a no. Has spring sprung? Tell me what you think. Eli, let me know. I hope so. Holy smokes, I hope so. What do you think? No, oh, they always got a downer, and they're always. Little bit of I hope so. Fake spring, yes. Oh, the fake spring. Oh, yeah. Is there such a thing as Indian spring? Is there such a thing? We don't know. We don't know. Okay, we don't know. Let's see. What do we got? Robins have been here for a few weeks now. Spring has sprung. That's what I love to hear. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Has spring sprung? Give me a yes or no in the chat or a ridiculous comment. Not sprung. Oh, my goodness. It's a sad state of affairs we got here. A sad state of affairs. Definitely. Okay, so let me ask this question. Okay, a little curious real interaction. Who in the audience has been to the great state of Texas? I am very lucky to have a sister that lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. She has for her entire life, pretty much. So I have been to all kinds of great places in Texas. And one thing I will tell you, it's hot as hell. You guys need the pools and the AC because it's hot. It's not like Michigan where we bitch about the summer and we bitch about the winter. They just bitch about the summer. That's all that happens there. So Pat Nee says I have. Give me a little history there, Pat. Give me a little shout out. Tell me what happened there. Not yet. But we would love to go. I'll tell you what. That's why Debbie's on. She's going to sell Houston to you all day long. She's got all kinds of great things to tell you about Houston, Texas. I flew into Texas about 2 hours, but that's it, Erica. You're missing out on all kinds of stuff. Texas is humongous state. All different kinds of stuff going on. Let's see. I've been there too. Went for Jamie's wedding. Yeah, no kidding. My sister Jamie's wedding. Yeah, that's true. Yes, you did. Yes, it did. All right. So I promise you, I give you my word. Debbie will not disappoint. She's going to make it happen and give you all kinds of good information. But before we get there, you know who we have to talk to, especially since the craziness in the banking world. I heard, saw, and people were like, the sky is falling. Oh my God, what's happening? They were stuffing money in mattresses this week. That's what was happening. It's definitely what was happening. So we got to bring our expert on to cool the jets, our good friend Magic Mike, also known as Michigan Mike, Mike McLaughlin. Talk to me, Michael. What's the word?
Hey, Scotty. How are you doing, man?
Brother, as long as I get to see you, I'm in a good place. What's up?
I'm being kind of whited out here by that light, huh?
Blinded by the light. Is that what you need? That song?
A little electric.
Michael, there's a shine coming off your head, buddy. There's nothing I can do about
yellow,
that.
Right?
There's a shine coming from your head, buddy. There's nothing I can do about that, my friend.
All right. So We're doing good over here in Woodhaven today. That's where we're coming to you from. And yeah, there's a lot of talk about what's happening with that Silicon Valley Bank and what it means for the economy in general, and then more specifically to me and you know what it means for our buyers and what it means for mortgage rates.
Michael, do me a favor. In the plainest language you can use, tell me what in the hell happened.
Yeah, we were just talking about this. So Silicon Valley Bank is a bank that's in the Silicon Valley in California where all these tech companies are. So it's not a normal bank like a credit union one or something that you and might use around here. It's a bank for all these startup companies and tech companies who got a lot of commingling of their funds with cryptocurrency
You didn't use the C
and
word, did you? Commingling, use the C word? Come on.
and crypto. I use two C words.
Jesus.
So so basically, the FDIC ensures your money, my money, everybody who's watching their money in the bank. If you don't have more than $250,000 in your bank account with a specific lender, then you're protected by the FDIC in case something happens. But the difference is these tech companies, 250 is nothing to them. So they've got a lot more than 250,000 in the Silicon Valley Bank. So what happened is they ended up having a run, kind of like from It's a Wonderful Life. That's what was happening with Mary. You know, they actually had a run on the bank there, and so what happened with Silicon Valley is when you put if you put $1,000 in the bank is required to keep 10% of that or $100 liquid. But then since you're going to be making something on your money there, not always a lot, like maybe a 0.5% on money in the bank, but because you are, they have to invest the other 90% of the money that you give to them. So they turn around and they invest the money in what they consider to be safe vehicles for investment, mortgage bonds and different bonds that are only yielding like maybe 2%, 3%. But what happened now was with the Fed raising the Federal Reserve rate, you know, every month he's been raising it, as they had an unexpected effect from that, in that these investments that the bank have making 2 or 3% are now way below what the market bears. Plus, you can't just go and remove the money from these investments because there's penalties and they have vesting periods with your investments. So when this run got put on this SVB bank because the people who had their money there were concerned that they weren't uh, that that they wouldn't be able to get their money out because of what was happening with the with that bond situation. All of a sudden, the bond had no money left, or the bank, Silicon Valley Bank, had no money to give to their people because it was all invested, as they're only required to keep the 10%. So then, and they're not protected by the FDIC or only up to that 250,000. So there was a lot of concerns that we could have a failure with a significant part of our banking system.
So, Mike, tell me this. Give me the load on the skinny, the final note on this thing. It's good for mortgage rates, yes?
It's good for mortgage rates, and you'll see with the stock market day, it's having a bad effect on the stock market, which what that means is that people are bailing on their stocks and they're looking for a safe vehicle to invest their money in once again. And that's the mortgage backed securities at a much higher rate than they were, like we were talking about with the bank. So, yes, people are taking their money out of stocks, they're buying mortgage backed securities, which are bonds. And by doing that, they're creating a demand for the bonds, which drives the rates down because they don't have to give them such a high return when they're running for them. You know, they don't have to sell them or push them on anyone. People are running to the bonds.
Okay. Okay. So, other questions since we deflated that balloon. Tell me something. People freak out about this all the time. I get this a lot, and especially since this is a crazy spring buying season is coming. Tell me what, as far as somebody gets pre-approved, how long is that pre-approval period where you can talk to as many lenders as you want to? How long is that? Tell me real quick.
Okay, so what you're referring to is that there's a 45-day window from the time that you have, because it's all about making sure that you don't have too many credit inquiries. You don't want to be hurting your credit report by shopping mortgages.
Yep.
Well, You have a 45-day window. If you come to me today and you get pre-approved for a mortgage today, you have 45 days where anyone else who pulls a mortgage credit report on you, it all counts as that same inquiry. It doesn't count as an additional inquiry. So you're protected for 45 days under national consumer protection.
Gotcha. Now, Steve Kreitz says he keeps all his money in his mattress. So I know where he lives. So I'll tell you what, I'll head over there today and then we'll split some of that coin. What do you think?
We're going to make a run on Steve Kreitz's mattress.
That's right. Absolutely.
Go get it.
Michael, listen, I know that you didn't pull all your hair out because of this Fed bank run thing. I know that. But thank you for cleaning that up for us because people were freaking out. People are calling me, what do I do? Oh my God, what's going to happen next? People are freaking out.
Yeah, we're hoping to see what we're really hoping to see come out of this is for the Fed to, backstep a little bit on his plans for raising the Federal Reserve rate, and just hope that in general they realize that it's not a simple cause and effect. It's a simple cause, raising the Federal Reserve rate, but the effect is much greater than just one thing. It's
right, absolutely
geopolitical consequences in our financial markets. It affects a lot of things that they're not apparently thinking about.
Guys, there's the thing. If you want to get a hold of Magic Mike McLaughlin, there it is. Total Home Lending. Put the old phone to that QR code and make it happen. It goes right to his app. Guys. It goes right to him, makes things nice and easy. So I got 1 or 2 people already have checked it out. 3, 4 folks. So let's go. Get with Mike McLaughlin. He will always give you the skinny, whether the sky is falling or not. He will tell you what the word is. All right? Michael, listen, we're going to give you a Mike on the way out. Ready, folks? Give him in a check. Give him a Mike on the way out because that guy is legendary. Let's see it in the chat, please. Blow it up.
Scott, they don't listen to you, or I guess there's a lag.
A delay, my friend. It's just a delay. Michael, it's just a delay. That's all it is, buddy. All right, Michael. Well, listen, we're going to let you go, my friend. And we will see you on the flip-flop side next week.
As always, it's been a pleasure, Scott. Thank you, sir.
My friend, I'll talk to you soon. You sound great. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Mike McLaughlin is always our ace in the place. He makes it rain out there. But the person you've been waiting for, okay, that you want to know everything about the state of Texas possible, how to get property down there, what property values are like, what's happening, what's cool to even do if you're just going to visit, okay? My good friend Debbie Donahue is going to lead us into that, and we're going to go to her right now. Debbie, how the heck are you?
I'm good. How are you today, Scott?
I'm doing fantastic. You know what I didn't notice when we talked on the phone? Where's the accent? No accent?
Nope, no accent.
No y'all? Nothing like that?
Oh, I y'all all the time.
All right. Do you say pop or do you say soda or do you say Coke? What do you say?
Soda.
Soda? What the heck? It always screws me up. I can never know which one to say on that. Up here we say pop and like, you don't say pop. That's what people say to us Michiganders when we're up here. Now, Debbie, the first thing I want to talk about with you is tell us about your Michigan connection. Start with that.
I lived in Michigan twice. I lived in Traverse City and I lived in Mount Pleasant.
Very nice. Traverse City's fancy place. Nice. Yeah. I mean, you got to hold your pinky up when you drink wine up there, I think.
Yeah. Very nice.
How long were you there for?
Traverse City, I only lived there for about 9 months, and Mount Pleasant, about 2 years.
Really? So for Central Michigan or no?
No. My husband at the time was in oil. He worked for Schlumberger, and they transferred us a lot.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Getting all kinds of shout outs. Steve Kreitz says hello. Deb or Lee says hello. People want to hear from you, Debbie. So tell me why people are moving to Texas.
People are moving to Texas because the property values are low. There's no state income tax. And some people are moving for politics. We have a lot of people coming out of California, straight up politics. And, so we have people moving for that. We have in Houston, we have a tremendous medical complex. So some people are coming for that. Job opportunities are good here. Steve says it's too hot. Well, it can get hot. It definitely can get hot.
But you know what? Air conditioning, right, Debbie? We got air conditioning down there.
Every place. There's no such thing as unair conditioned houses.
So tell us, what's the market look like in Houston? If somebody, let's say somebody was retiring and they wanted to come down to Texas, what's the market look like?
The market's pretty healthy. It's definitely slowed down some since a year or two ago, but the market's pretty healthy. We're still seeing multiple offers. I have some buyers who lost a house just yesterday for 450 and we went above full price, but at least it's not where you have to go 50, 75, 100,000 over.
Outrageous. So last summer it was outrageous.
Right.
Now it's still happening a lot, but it's not like you're not spilling blood onto the page.
Correct.
Yeah, definitely. So it sounds similar to what we got going on here. It sounds like to me.
Yeah. And property values, they went up, not outrageous. Our property values have always been lower than a lot of other states. So, we definitely have affordable housing. And
so I got somebody who lived in El Paso. How far is that from you?
oh gosh, probably 8 hours.
Yeah,
Texas is a huge state.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Texas is big. Texas is a big state.
Yeah.
I just want to throw it out there for a second. That's all.
Yeah.
So tell
Texas
me about other place. What does Texas have that other places don't have? Tell me that.
Well, definitely we have the warm climate. We have a very diverse geography. We have mountains, we have the ocean, we have lakes, we have green areas with forest and trees, we have desert, we have, a lot of different types of land where you can live. We have, like I said earlier, we have no state income tax, which
That's
for
awesome.
a lot of people, that's huge. We have the proximity to Mexico for people who want to do any kind of trading, or we also have the port here. In Houston, we have Galveston has a port for shipping and cruises, things like that. So it's a very diverse state. So that's one of the best things about it.
Throw this one at me. What kind of, because for here, the auto companies are a big deal. People move to Michigan for auto companies, engineering kind of stuff. Down there in Houston, what companies are you seeing bringing big groups of people in?
Well, a lot of it's oil. Chevron is closing one of their places in California, moving some people here. Exxon is leaving their Irving, Texas, outside of Dallas, and coming to Houston, combining some campuses. Hewlett-Packard's leaving the Silicon Valley and moving back here. They had a big place here and they let it go and moved a lot of it to California. So mostly oil, but some tech and some medical too.
Gotcha. So if we wanted to get bang for the buck in Houston, Texas area, I mean, even if it went out an hour and a half, where would we go?
The suburbs have the best bang for the buck. That we have suburbs are on, we have north, south, east, west. Houston is the fourth largest city in the United States. So we cover a huge geographic area, but we have areas, like Klein is in the north, Katie's in the west. We have Sugarland, Stafford in the southeast. We have Pearland, League City in the southwest. That's over by the NASA Space Center.
Yeah.
So we have Kingwood in the northeast. So we have a lot of the suburbs are where you're going to get your biggest bang for your buck. You go inside.
So outside the city, then outside the city.
Outside the city, you go inside the 610 loop, and you're doing more. You're seeing higher property values.
Yeah.
So
here in Michigan and Detroit area, it's opposite. Like in the city, sometimes you're seeing high, but mostly the further away you get from the city. Oakland County, to my knowledge, is like the second most expensive county in the United States. So we see the opposite effect here.
Yeah.
So you guys in suburbs, it's definitely one of those things where it's a better bang for the buck there then, hey?
Better bang for the buck. You get more house and you get more land.
Yeah.
In the city, a lot of our city areas have been transformed. What were some old areas that had small beat up houses from the 20s and 30s have been torn down over the last 5 to 10 years. And they put 3 and 4 story high rises where one house was. So they might take 3 or 4 houses and put up 8 or 10 high rises. And so there's no land, there's no, they're just straight up in the air.
Gotcha. If you have my opinion on this one, if you could move to one city, not the city you live in now, but another city in the Houston area, where would you go?
Well, I'd probably go in town to the Heights area, one of the more exclusive areas in town.
Okay. Okay, so how far is that from you now?
It depends on traffic.
Yeah, no
I can
kidding.
get there in 25 minutes with no traffic, an hour with traffic.
Holy, so hour with traffic. Holy smokes, it's an extra half hour. Hey,
Yeah, traffic can get bad here. Yeah.
I
We
tell
don't
you
we
what.
don't have a lot of mass transportation. We don't
Yeah,
have a lot of public transportation.
I got you. I mean, like California is the worst though. That's ever going out there. It's always like I go, 10 feet. It takes me an hour to go 10 feet. So nothing can be that bad.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let me ask you this one: did you guys have snow? We've been struggling with snow for the last few weeks here. Did you have snow this year?
No, we didn't have snow this year. It happens maybe every 5 to 10 years, 8 to 10 years. We don't get much snow.
When was the last time you got it? Let me ask you that.
I think 2 years ago we got some snow.
Okay, nothing, because I know at some point, again, Texas is a big state. I understand that, but people were really struggling with that. They had cold weather and snow, and it was messing up because, from my understanding, people had piping on the outside of their homes, right?
Well, the insulation isn't great for freezing,
Yep.
and yes, we do have pipes that run outside. I'm in my office right now, and you're right. 2 years ago in February, we didn't have snow, but we had freezing temperatures consistently. Like it stayed under freezing for like 3 days. And this wall behind me here, where all the pictures are, there's two other buildings behind me, or two other offices behind me, and
Yep.
the second one over, the pipes burst,
Oh, wow.
and this whole building flooded.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Holy
So,
smokes!
and we had to, here we have a lot of issues with mold.
Yeah.
So they had to take the sheetrock up 4 feet.
In,
So
in in your area of Texas alone, or just in your office?
oh no, in Texas.
Really? Because of the
It's
heat and that?
the climate's very humid.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very humid. And in the summer, when you walk outside, you feel like you're walking into a wall of moisture.
So I
It's,
bet you have a bunch of mold experts on speed dial. Yes.
oh, yes,
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet
definitely.
you do. So that's a little change from us here that we see it, but I guess definitely not as hot as you guys are. Definitely not.
Oh no, I have buyers who just bought and had a new house built, and there was a water issue, and I told them do not let them put the sheetrock back in the walls, and they told them not to, and the builder did, and I just got all up in their business, and the builder finally took it out. Sure enough, just in those couple of days, there was mold on the sheetrock, mold on the crown molding, mold all over the place.
Holy
So
smokes, that's
yeah,
crazy stuff.
yeah.
Knees. So let me pin you down on one more thing. So it's the weekend. You're not showing houses or not going to listing appointments. What are you doing in Houston? What are you doing?
Well, right now you're going to the rodeo. We
That's
have
awesome. Yes. I was hoping you would say that.
the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, biggest event in Houston. Well, of course, we also have the Final Four coming.
Yeah.
Now that's coming in a couple of weeks, but
Okay.
right now we have the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. We have we just right before it, you can see the trail riders come through from all directions, and you got the wagons and the horses. They come right down the major roads.
So it's straight up Yellowstone style, huh?
It's straight up Yellowstone style.
That's
We
cool.
have
Do I have to wear a belt buckle to get in? That's the question.
No, you don't have to wear a belt buckle, but
All right.
we
But a hat?
also
Yeah.
have so one of my kids is on, and she's lives outside New Jersey, or outside New York City in New Jersey. And her husband, the first time he came down, he was just amazed that at our malls we have people who we have Mounties.
Really?
We have
That's awesome.
we have guards, security, Houston police on horseback at our malls as security.
You got to send me. That's awesome. I would love. I think that would be the greatest thing. Here goes the mounted police that kick the hell out of me and stop me from shoplifting. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, Devin, let me ask you one more question before I let you go, because I know you got tons of stuff to do. First, before I say that, everything must be bigger in Texas because your office is way bigger than mine. Your office is way bigger than mine. That's first. Second is, what do you want to tell the folks as a parting thing about Houston? Either if they're coming for travel or they're coming and thinking about buying a Airbnb or anything like that.
Houston is a very diverse city. There's something for everyone here. The people are so friendly. It's just it's nothing like I've ever, and I lived in 9 places in the 11 years before I moved here. And I grew up in Southern California, and the people here are just amazing. They're
That's
just
what I
so
love
friendly.
to hear. People don't realize the people make the place a lot of times.
Oh
They
yeah,
really do. They really.
definitely.
Well, folks, if you want to see Debbie, hit the QR code to the right-hand side. That'll get you to her Facebook link. She is a Houston real estate expert and probably within hours of the Houston area in Texas. So if you want the big bang for the buck, you talk to Debbie. Debbie, I will talk to you. I appreciate your time, ma'am. You have a great night.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
God, that was awesome, ladies and gentlemen. It's always good to have great experts on the show. People that just know things, and realtors are funny in this respect. They know their market. They know all the good things. You know, they know all the events coming up. They know the place where you get the bang for the buck, all those kind of things. All right. So we definitely, like I said, about once a month, we're going to bring you some area. If there's a specific area that you want to hear about, you just let us know, because we definitely can accommodate. We want you to see. I talked to a lady from New Hampshire today. So I don't know if that's a big spot for folks, but that was definitely somebody that I have connected with. So there's lots of places in the United States that you can travel to, not only one and two, if you're ever thinking about buying a home somewhere else or a second home. I've got somebody on the show that just inherited a home in Florida. I mean, we talked about that a couple weeks ago. So good stuff. Debbie definitely is an expert. So reach out to her. I'll put her QR code up there for you. Guys, go ahead and hit her up and just ask questions. And if you're interested, get to find out more about what she has going on down there. All right. So two of the best parts of the show. Okay. I need my good friend Todd Vaughn saying this one, this or that, this or that. This is how this works, folks. I put up two different things, one versus the other. You decide, you pick which one from the other. Okay. You cannot pick both. Here we go. This or that. This or that. Dallas versus Houston. Dallas versus Houston. I'm glad Debbie's in the background now. She can't yell at me for putting this one up there, but Dallas versus Houston. Put it in the chat. Which one are you thinking? Which one are you thinking? Dallas versus Houston. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Tons of Miss Westerns in Houston. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff. What do you think? This or that? This or that? One person says Dallas. Trevor says Houston. Come on, guys. Dallas versus Houston. Which one? This or that? This or that? This or that? Dallas. That's where JR lived. Jeez, that's ridiculous. Oh, Steve Price, Houston, hate Dallas. Attaboy. I guarantee Debbie's smiling somewhere. She sees that one. This or that. Janine McKay says Dallas. It's tight, guys. It's tight. I'm telling you what. Dallas versus Houston. Dallas versus Houston. This or that. This or that. What do you think? 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 Shelly says Houston. Oh, man, that's tight. That might be too close to call, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to call that, F the Cowboys. Oh, jeez. We'll go with Houston on that one. Number two, this or that. Okay. The Alamo versus JFK. The Alamo versus JFK. We'll throw that one out for you. The Alamo versus JFK. This or that. This or that. No Propac Mountain. Jeez. You can always count on Steve Kreitz for that one. This or that. This or that. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? JFK or the Alamo? Which one? JFK, Janine McKay says. JFK or the Alamo? Trevor said JFK. Oh, JFK forever. Holy smokes. It's like a run on the bank here. Oh, Christine Wojcinski says the Alamo. What do you think? JFK or the Alamo? This or that? This or that? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Put it in the chat, please. JFK or the Alamo? A little bit of this or that. Steve Kreitz says, what? All right. JFK is a winner on that one. Number three, the final one. We'll see where your allegiances lie, ladies and gentlemen. The Longhorns of Texas or the Michigan Wolverines? Which one? Huh? The Longhorn Hook 'em Horns or Go Blue? Which one, ladies and gentlemen? This or that? This or that? This is where I'm going to find where the Spartan fans are at. We're going to find them on this one right here. We'll see. We'll see. This or that? Oh, Go Blue. Attaboy, Trevor. I knew you get it. Shelly Gambino says Go Blue, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? This or that? This, seriously? Michigan, of course. Attaboy. Annapolis Cougars. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we knew Go Blue. Eli says Go Blue. Attaboy. Eli, somebody's raising you right, my friend. All right. So the next and final phase of the show, the part you love to see, the chance for you to win millions of dollars on a scratch-off ticket, courtesy of Talkin' Real Estate and the Bergeron team. It is called What Realtors See. Here is how it works for folks that are joining us from Debbie's feed, okay? What Realtors See. I'm going to post 3 different pictures, one at a time. Your job is to come up with the best possible caption you can that makes us laugh, cry, and go crazy. Okay. Realtors see some of the most ridiculous stuff out there. And every week we have at least 3 winners. Okay. And you have a chance to win millions and millions. Okay. Here we go. What realtors see number 1? What realtors see number 1? Here it is. I will make it as big as I can for you. I'll make it as big as I can for you. Saw that in the basement. Saw that in a basement this past week, right there. What realtor see? Put the caption in the chat. Have a chance to win millions of dollars from Talking Real Estate. What do you think? Caption that picture right there. Caption that picture right there. What do you think? Debbie, you are eligible to win as well, so feel free to throw yours 2 cents in there. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? What realtor see? Quick, hide the pipe. Hide the pipe. That's pretty good. That's not bad. What do you think? Oh, SpongeBob. That's good stuff. What do you think, guys? Saw that in a basement the other day, right there. What do you think? What realtor see? We see ridiculous stuff. And if you follow my Facebook page, you know that we see ridiculous. Took all my money out of the bank, had to put it somewhere. That's a good one. It says box with a pole. Oh, come on, E, you're better than that. Flux capacitor. That's good. Like Back to the Future, a little Back to the Future action there. Got about 30 seconds, guys. What realtor see number 1? What realtor see number 1? Tell me what you see. Put in the best caption you possibly can. What realtor see? That's where I hid the cheese. Okay. Oh, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pipe and seek. 0. The winner is Trevor Icorn with the flux capacitor. A little Back to the Future reference right there. A little Back to the Future reference right there. All right. What realtor see number 2? Again, you have a chance to win millions of dollars on a scratch-off ticket, courtesy of Talking Real Estate. What realtor see number 2? I saw this Saturday. I think we saw it Saturday. There it is. Notice the sign. I'll make it bigger for those folks that aren't watching us on the big screen. Saw that in a driveway. Saw that in a driveway. Says old dog, young dog, stupid dog, several stupid dogs. Please drive slowly. No longer mattress money, Alicia. That was good stuff. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What realtor see number 2? What realtor see number 2? Put your caption in the chat, please. Put your caption in the chat, please. Eli, you better have a good one for that one, buddy. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Put your caption in the chat. Saw that sign right there and was like, what the heck? Oh, yeah. Grandpa's in the garage again. Oh, geez. It's a dog's world. It's a dog's world. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Saw that on the wall of a home. Doggone safety. Doggone safety. That was pretty good. What about the puppy? That's good. That's cute too. Got 30 seconds. 30 seconds left, guys. 30 seconds left. What realtor see? We see the most ridiculous things. Cats live here. That's good. I like that one. That's funny. All right. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is. Oh, jeez. And the winner is. Cats live here. They must live there. If people are throwing those signs up, cats must live there. All right. Alicia, good job. Last one. Last one. All talks go to heaven. Yep. What realtor see number 3? Again, your job is to caption it for a chance at win millions of dollars on a scratch-off ticket. Last one. And here we go. This one you got to pay a little close attention to. I saw it. I was like, come on. I'm going to make it bigger so you can see. Check the fence. Check the fence. I had to think about that one. What do you think, guys? What realtors see number 3? What realtors see number 3? We see ridiculous things all the time. Your job is to put a caption in the chat for the ridiculous things that we see. Had to think about that. I did have to think about that one a little bit. What do you think when you see that picture right there? What's the locks for, stupid? All set for the robbers. Jeez, that was good. Yeah. What are they trying to keep out? King Kong? Yep. What do you think, guys? Locking the barn door after. Don't steal my freaking fence. That's really good, too. That's funny stuff. Oh, yeah. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Got 30 seconds. What do you think? I saw that, walked up to a property, go, okay. And by the way, there was one on the door too. So that would be 3. Locks of love. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? All right, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the winner is. Where is it? All set for the robbers. If you got 3 lock boxes, nobody's living in that house. All set for the robbers. Oh, Jesus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me close that down for you. Get rid of that. All right. So the final portion of the show before we let you go for the night. A couple things I want you to remember. If for some reason you are feeling a little too tired of the cold wind and the snow out here, Texas is always waiting for you. Houston's there. Let me throw up Debbie's Facebook information for you. Get a quick peek at that. Use your phone to QR code that and check it out. She could help you all day long down in Texas, Houston, Texas area. So if you reach out to her, if you're just traveling down there, or if you're looking to buy an Airbnb or you're making a relocation, any of those things, she is an expert on Houston and Houston real estate. All right. That's 1. 2, feel free to join our Talking Real Estate Facebook group, It's at almost 700 people now. We post all kinds of special contests in there and give you all kinds of special content. And after the show today, I will go to the after show on Talking Real Estate, the group. The only way you can get in there is by joining the group. Okay. The only way you can get in there is by joining the group. Last but not least, okay, real quickly, my favorite charity in the whole world, which I am a board member of, Memory's Mission, is having their annual golf outing. If you'd like to join, sponsor, or play some golf, the QR code is right there for you. Okay. We always can use your support and your help. All right, guys. As always, I am Scott Bergeron, and I'm always talking real estate. See you in the after show.